Like, you think, well, do you think
Yeah,
it's,
so,
sorry.
well, we have two problems here, right off the bat, real quick. We have two problems. First of all, okay, when he says abortion is wrong, we're talking about it in the normative ethical sense, so strictly in the moral domain, not the legal domain. The second problem that even spreads to the legal conversation, before we have any sort of substantive normative ethical conversation, is that if you take it to be wrong to limit personal sovereignty, right, or individual liberty, we
I
can
don't think that it's wrong to do that.
you
I
don't
do,
think
I'm sorry, I do think it's wrong to do that. I don't think anybody should limit anybody for any means.
Oh, really? Okay, so how about the laws protecting children from being raped and murdered? Do you think those shouldn't exist?
No, we should, and we still can't protect them and stop that.
Wait a
Even
minute.
so.
But you just said in your own words, that's why I asked you, and I said I was going to run a reductio on this, right? You just said in your own words.
No, you said limit personal sovereignty.
That's
you
right. That's right.
Plan for their
That would be personal. That would be personal sovereignty.
You can't stop free will.
That would be.
How do I know it's going to happen?
Yeah. What's the argument that free will exists? Go ahead.
Something that hasn't happened, like the men or that do harm children.
Yeah.
Right, for example, did we know that those men were going to do it? No. And that in between right there.
Not an answer.
Well, we can't predict.
Not an answer.
All we can do is punish after the fact.
That doesn't prove. That doesn't answer. There could be. It could be the truth that there could be true that determinism is true or compatibilism is true.
How do we know what somebody's thinking to do?
Okay, so I don't think you actually have an argument for the existence of free will, which you're presupposing. Number one. Number two, even if it is the case that free will exists,
you can't predict what I'm going to do before I do it. That's free will.
Yeah,
like,
that's not an argument for free will. I think you're confused. But even if you were to say,
am I chained up and then like you just allow me?
Burden shift. Burden shift.
You're tracking, even if you were tracking, like you just said in your own words in this recorded live quote, you don't think you're not. You just said that you don't think that we should impose right on anyone's personal sovereignty or individual liberty for any reason. So then when I ask you about laws, right, say against murder and
imposing on them. We're punishing. They still did it. We're punishing them.
Okay, so let me ask you a hypothetical. It's really simple. You have a PDF file. It's the same quotes here. You have a PDF file that's running out of.
You don't have to raise your voice, me.
Let's hear. You have a PDF file. You're too stupid for this. So you have a PDF file that's running at a child.
It's not slander. That's what you do.
It's not slander. It's not slander if it's true. It's not slander if it's true and it's descriptively true. So anyway, let's see if we can track the hypothetical. If you have a PDF file that's running at a child, if you have a PDF file that's, you're very dumb. If you have a PDF file that's running at a child, you're clearly dumb. If you have a PDF file, try to track the hypothetical, okay? You have a PDF file that's running at a child, and you know if the PDF file reaches the child, they're going to rape them. Do you think that we should stop? Do you think that we should stop the PDF file? Yes or no?
You apparently don't have any regard for what I think. So
You just said we shouldn't impose any restrictions. We should not limit anyone's personal sovereignty for any reason. So under this, I'm going to run a video out of Salem.
You can't limit me. You can't limit
person. It's not a right to be. What are you talking about?
You try to limit me.
Even in the United States, like in a moral sense, absolutely, and legally, yes, we both bring positions against each other all the time. You can't even track. You can't even track. I asked you if we should stop the PDF file from raping the child. Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we could doing that, it would be more effects, but not legally. We cannot.
Okay, so we have a contradiction. Wait a minute, you don't think that would be legally correct either? You don't think that we should institute laws for that? Wait a minute, we already did. What's the argument that free will exists?
Because that's what they're trying to base everything this country is founded on, to protect, to have laws.
That doesn't mean that it's true.
For people to live how they want to, whether somebody likes it or not. You just can't touch anybody else. That is the
Wait,
That's not even. Wait a minute. That's not even a thing. First of all, you're still presupposing that free will exists without ever giving me any sort of syllogism or complex argument.
That's the only thing I'm going off of. I'm not getting more
You don't even
complicated.
have an argument for it. You're going off of something you can't even justify exists, and then on top of that, you're saying we don't have the rights to do these things. We live in the legal domain. We do have the rights to these things. What are you talking about? In fact, the government literally imposed restrictions on themselves.
Protect what?
In fact, if you think we don't have the ability to live in ourselves, in fact, if you think we don't have the ability to live in ourselves in the U.S. Constitution, they literally limit themselves. That's what it's predicated on.
The government does. They say that they give us a right to take over the government even when they're oppressing this one thing that's untouchable.
So there are limitations.
I mean, like, I don't know what I'm talking
Wait a
about.
minute. So there are limitations posed on people?
For oppressing other people, you cannot own another life. That's what we're saying.
So there are limitations even legally imposed on people, and then morally you agree that it would be wrong to not impose restrictions?
We won't allow it here in this country. You can do that. I'm stopping you. But we're not allowing it here.
I don't think you're tracking this at all. So you do agree that morally it's okay to impose restrictions, and legally there are restrictions imposed on people.
I'm not saying that.
Well, okay.
No one is allowed to impose restrictions on anybody else.
Oh, you mean like police officers, like doing their job? They're not justified in doing that? Like if there's like a public nuisance or a threat to safety? You don't think that's right?
No, I'm not talking about that. That's what we're pretending.
I'll make a video about the point that guy said.
Policy. It was always the
It's just a
Affordable Health Care
nickname.
Act.
Sure. Okay.
No, that was the name of it. That's what right-wing Republicans named it. You don't
Yeah,
know
that's what
your
I said. It's
actual...
like a nickname of it, sure. But when
Yes,
we're talking
you
about
said it wasn't
when
the
it
same
comes
thing.
to those,
You said it wasn't
do
the
they
same
not
thing.
exist congruently
Adam,
for men and
Adam,
women?
can you just admit to the fact that you don't know that those were the same thing?
I don't care.
You're uneducated.
But I'm not uneducated when it comes to semantics. No longer you're attacking semantics and not.
Can you tell me what it is? Wait. Hey, Adam. Wait. One second, Cheese. Can you tell me what a deductible is?
What a deductible is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. When it comes to insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you have to pay
Before what?
after insurance pays all their stuff.
No, it's before insurance pays anything.
The deductible?
So you don't know it. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me that I'm like misinformed on this specific.
No,
I don't understand the general concept.
You're understanding the words. You're uneducated. That's okay.
No. What to do with
Because you're
women? What does that have to do with men and women having equal access to healthcare?
You don't have. No. Okay, wait 1 second. Can you tell me what an ectopic pregnancy is?
Yes, I can tell you what an ectopic pregnancy is.
What is it?
It's just any time the zygote implants outside of the uterus. Most commonly in the fallopian tube, but can also occur in the abdominal cavity. Various cases.
Yeah, absolutely. So did you know that in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and I believe Alabama, ectopic pregnancies have to actually be looked at by a court before there are any sort of medical interventions towards that women, and that's lead to women passing away?
Well, I don't know the specifics of those states. I don't look at the legislation of
So I do. So I look at the legislation. You don't.
But I don't listen to
I look at the legislation. You don't. And I care about women surviving, and you don't. So
okay, so
in those
what
states,
is the procedure that's performed on ectopic pregnancies?
the procedure that's performed, it's AB. It's a form of AB.
No, it's not.
It is a form of AB. Yes.
The acronyms are either SE or SD. It's like the stegophily or something like that.
Adam, you're not.
And what they do is they either. I'm not kidding.
That's
You're
amazing.
saying question my intelligence thing. You don't even actually know the treatment for ectopic pregnancies.
Adam, that was.
Wow, sorry.
My point was
You can
that
question
in those
my intelligence.
my point
I
was
question your intelligence. Yeah, you don't know. That's
Adam.
not my point.
Adam.
In a fact check, or you guys keep
Well, let's see how they decide to go
looked it
forward.
up and it said yes. It involves ending and removing a non-violent pregnancy to protect the mother's life.
There's two forms.
With medication and
What's my point?
surgeries, they both fall under abortion.
What is If you're talking about coding, or are you talking about like
No, it's fucking facts.
categorization?
Do you understand what facts
Removing
are?
that removing an ectopic pregnancy is always an abortion.
Any medical ending of a pregnancy is categorized as an AB. That wasn't even my point. What I'm saying is in those states.
It's different. It's not
It's not. It doesn't. Are you a medical professional?
There's not a concurrent agreement across
Are you a
all.
medical professional?
No, but there's not a
Awesome,
concurrent.
cool. I'm an RN.
There's not
So
a.
yes, it is an AB.
Now you're just. That's a fallacy. But when it comes
That's not a
to.
fallacy.
You're appealing to authority. You're saying, I'm an RN, I know more about medical world.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Yes, that's what you're saying. Thank you. You're having a conversation that, like, okay, but you didn't know what the procedure for an ectopic pregnancy was?
I was asking you that. And it was
I don't remember. I can't say the actual scientific. No, there's a specific procedure to
It's a form of an AB.
ectopic pregnancies.
It's a form of an AB.
The zygote or remove the entire
Of an
fallopian,
AB.
correct?
It's a form of an AB.
That is an abortion then. It is an abortion at any termination of pregnancy.
Yes.
According to what definition?
The Bible.
The definition of an AB.
The definition of an AB coming from where? Are we talking like... No, not Christian, and that's irrelevant.
The Bible has AB. It's called the bitter water. You're correct.
Because when we look at the actual statistical tracking of abortions, it is important to distinguish what we're specifically talking about.
Yeah, it's taking a child or embryo. Are you from a living origin?
It's got to be true.
Before it's ended. And it's in the Bible. It's called the bitter water. Read the fucking book.
Adam's not a Christian.
I don't care, but I'm just trying to point shit out.
Cheese isn't abiding by that at all.
No. I think it's important when it comes to tracking abortions, we know exactly what we're talking about. Because if you're classifying all terminations of pregnancy as an abortion,
do you think that getting rid of an ectopic pregnancy is an AB?
It can be, yes, but not in all cases. It depends on
the case that it isn't.
Right, like I said, if they remove the entire uterine horn with the zygote alive still, then it was not terminated inside of the body.
It has to be terminated inside the body, and it's just...
So if it's not terminated inside of the body, and sometimes they live up to 72 hours.
Unless you
is that an abortion because it's inside the body?
Wait, no. Wait, you're saying that if they are able to pull all that out in its for 72 hours, that's not an AB.
Right, unless you're saying that you're including also
can you give me
abortion
any sort of source saying that they actually pull it out in its for 72 hours?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please, give me a single source.
If you pull it out and it's still alive, it's not an abortion.
They never pull it out.
It's murder.
And it survives for 72 hours.
Yeah, zygotes
without
nutrients from the mother can survive.
And she don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Like, these people are so stupid. You think, if let's say they can't survive outside the womb, so you think if a child would be removed, they would die instantly? No, they would not. So at 19 weeks, they would die in a few minutes. They wouldn't die instantaneously. as she explained, for example, embryos, right? You do realize in IVF on a petri dish they can survive for like 2 weeks, right? For 14 days, they don't die instantaneously. Yeah. This is such a stupid point. You would die eventually, not instantly. But that's the case in like anything. If you don't eat food, yeah, you won't die instantly, but you will die eventually. Like, okay, what's your
Acceleration
point?
levels are set to fly off the charts. A meeting of two teams with plenty of know-how in the small-sided format. At the microphone, Derek Ray. Who will come out on top? And away they go. Is this the moment? Counter-attacking, very much an option. Challenge was good there. He could be in here. A chance here perhaps to invigorate the aerial targets. Elects to go short. Oh, could be. Defending with determination.
Okay, because a couple of people being active is okay. Keep it
Didn't want to take any chances.
Faster away, we're still nobody believes it. They say that it's okay. So,
Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today.
This is an insanely stupid point. I haven't seen the whole video, but I know what they're talking about. I know what they're talking about. He's saying, like, the inevitable consequence of having... What he means is the inevitable consequence of having guns is people are going to die from guns. Just like, if you have cars, you do realize thousands of people die driving cars, including children, unfortunately. Right? That's... when you allow cars... people are bound to die from them. That's the inevitable consequence, right? So the utility to society, you could either, like, we can either have what's going on now, a bunch of people die from cars, or we could just ban cars.
And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation. So back underway following the equaliser. Wonderful tackle. And moving it forward. That's a good-looking ball. And what a save that is to keep this game level. Oh, somehow managed to get there. And there is the goal that gives them the advantage. They find themselves in front. So the ball is rolling again.
Just drop this guy, like... That's the reason why nobody joins pro-choice lives.
Well, they could have been in, but that's wonderful defending. Trying to open up the defence. To keep them in this game. That's a good pass. Really good build-up, but no end product. That's how to dispossess your opponent. Opportunity it is. Oh, drama here. All level again. Incredible scenes.
Women get to make the choice whether
Over the game, the match is level.
But if a man slips
Nice attack developing.
to his wife,
Failure to do so might have had consequences. Over it comes. It's not testing the keeper at all with that cross. Good idea. Genuine chance.
Yeah, but the type of drug it is.
Keeper got the ball moving again. Here they are on the move. 10
any sort of
seconds to go.
AAV
The countdown's
person
on.
who was convicted of murder, if you can give me like an example.
Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so.
Because I do know.
There's the final whistle, so it's extra time now.
And if the wait, I actually want to see this.
I was in Texas.
So I want to do the fact if the woman wanted to have that
So
baby,
off and running
and
again.
somebody gave them and drugged them non-consensually, I will say yes.
Now danger could be looming.
He was in Texas.
And there is the golden goal. One that glitters for them and secures their victory.
You said charged, not convicted, by the way.
Passing it around. They want to finish this contest. Happy to win the ball there. Goalkeeper
Nice save.
reacting. And a corner forthcoming. Deciding to go short with this one. Didn't want to take any chances. Really good build-up, but no end product.
I would love to talk to you and talk to Tristan, but it's very hard to understand him.
To take a contraceptive.
No.
And a goal! The golden goal.
There is nothing there.
This contest once and for all, and no wonder they're celebrating. Pure drama here.
First of all, I like some non-Christian, so I don't face my these.
It's an effective interception.
The issue
Anybody's
is
Got the ball moving.
One is not a
again.
contraceptive.
And the referee says that is all for today.
Anybody forcing somebody to
Yeah, but we
agree with pro-choice. So you agree with pro-choice because her choice was taken away from her.
No, the problem isn't that her choice was taken away from her. The problem is that that man murdered a baby.
No, so you don't care about the woman.
Well, yeah, I care about the woman as well.
No,
Because
the woman's choice that carried the pregnancy to term was taken away from her.
no, the woman's baby was killed. She lost her
Yeah,
child.
no, the woman's choice to carry the pregnancy to term was taken away from her. So you don't care.
I don't see it the same way you do, no.
Okay, cool. So awesome.
Oh.
So
I don't care about the woman.
you don't care about
That's
the woman.
presumptuous.
You care about a
That's
zygote.
presumptuous. No, I care
It's not
about
presumptuous.
because here's the thing is, post-implantation, when you have a miscarriage, you
Good-looking attack.
severe
So it
breathing
took a touch behind it
that
goes.
you will never be able to experience. And
Do
I
you
think
believe
that's
that
something
life
that is
begins at
Now
conception?
sending it in.
Dude, come on! That's a good goal, though. Dude, like, what the heck?
Well, one more goal to level it. Was a clean
most
tackle.
likely somewhere between the telomeres
The
being like
positioning
crossed
there
over or
was
perhaps
absolutely
like
spot on.
implantation. That's where I am.
Magnificent defending. And passing it through.
Conception is a process. Conception is a
And a
process.
This guy fumbled it.
Just look at the reaction.
Hey, this is why I don't play online. You have idiots who cost you the game.
From the fair tackle.
But there's a difference here.
Trying to be positive. And offside,
Is there
unfortunately.
a difference between
No.
2 weeks and 23 weeks?
And threading it through. And the ruling is offside here.
It should be golden goal. How come that's not a win? If golden goal is literally you score one goal, that's it. It's like hockey.
Oh, they were in a decent position too.
Same. Implantation, conception. But there is
The
a lot
verdict is
of
offside
things
here.
that go on in implantation.
Life at 2 weeks.
So they get on with it.
It's somewhere between 3 to 6 days.
Okay, so 3 to 6 days there between 3 to 6 days.
They
You
don't.
don't like your pregnancy.
Goalkeeper. And still they're locked together. So now for the
So you
shootout.
believe in life at conception.
Implantation.
Cool. So this is semantics. You believe in life at conception.
They're
No,
not the same thing.
implantation. That's like saying that
Well,
sex.
no.
You are ignorant of what implantation is. What's implantation?
I'm telling you that I don't believe
No,
that
not an answer to the
life
question.
conception implantation is going to actually lead to any sort of legal ramifications for a woman if she decides to have an AD.
Notice how he doesn't answer the question.
And that's weird. Because if you just say life begins at conception, and conception is a process that takes 3 to 6 days, and there's multiple steps within that process,
Yeah,
you're all of those steps in this you can't.
Let's talk about
No, I'm saying you can't feel make my argument.
Dude, you're forgetting about anything.
What's my argument? What's my argument, please?
Give it.
So you're obviously not listening to me.
Yeah, I don't think that after 6 days that you are going to murder somebody if you are pregnant. No. I think women deserve to have the right to AB.
So do you even understand the process of conception?
I don't care about conception. I think that women
So you
have
think
the
it's
right to
irrelevant?
AB.
Are you trying to tell me
Yes.
about the babies?
So when do you think life begins?
If you are looking at
When
AB,
life has value.
if you're looking at it, life has value. I don't think that a zygote has value. The same way that a seed doesn't have the same value as a tree.
Okay. So when do you think life begins? When do you think the value begins? When is your cutoff and why?
The current statement, or the current regulations in states that haven't gone full Trump, in regards to AB going towards like around 12 to 16 weeks, being able to actually understand what is happening with your body, that gives you the right to have an AB. And then after that, there's obviously other directions that people have, but I believe it's about 92% of individuals that have AB. It's underneath 9 to 10 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So
So
I would support individuals
at this point that life has value. And that
I'm
value
not saying it
should not
has
be taken
value.
away.
No, it's more so the medical complication.
She literally asked him when his life began. He doesn't even answer the question.
I think that you guys are not going to agree
The
on
A
this
is not
issue.
Taking another left turn.
And, I think that Adam has very different ideas about, women.
Because I'm actually trying to understand the biological process that's occurring during conception and where value comes from.
I looked it up, Adam. I asked Google if women have more rights in the world than men, and it said no.
Oh, the AI took your side. Wow, I'm really, really hurt.
Adam, it's not.
Welcome everyone to another
The AI
edition of
overview is literally right there.
Talk Racing.
Can you tell
To
us
win
what
action. I'm Fernando Palomo, and I think we're about to witness something special here. This is Rush.
Yeah, that's kind of
Two, one.
yeah, you're including global.
I think she's referring to America.
But if we're just talking about America, that's different. I was talking about America. If you guys are talking globally, I agree with you.
And played it short to the
Absolutely,
play.
men have more rights than
That's
women.
what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Beautiful
Also,
play to
Trump
get the ball back.
didn't, you said fool Trump. Trump didn't just make everybody start stop abortions. Trump just gave the option to the state to make their own laws. That's all.
No one made. We know.
He gave the option to make
It's a great idea to see that run.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just a
option
fatal
is that.
hit.
Wait a second.
Yes,
Wait,
he gave it to the state.
Did you know the state of Texas made it illegal to go to another state to have an AB?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so how does that give these people in Texas?
Well, if they've legislated that something is unlawful and you can't go out
So
to
that
the
takes
state
the
for
Pass
something
so we can
unlawful.
get moving.
No,
Is
it's a state.
saying that you can't commit murder taking away your rights.
Game up short.
Yes,
It's
we
not
want
able
the
to get
goalpost
down to
being
the
news.
Wait, but you're just asserting it's your rights.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just saying.
They're just waiting for him to finish the
Wait,
fight.
Adam,
The
shut
bench.
the fuck up for 2 seconds. Did
You just
women
saying
lose their right?
That is, to say the least,
Did women lose the right to AB or to go to
deserving of a
another
blue
state to
card.
have an AB in Texas? Yes or no?
Yes,
No.
but I don't think that this
So they lost their right.
right is
No.
Cannot
because
believe
this
what I
was
just
right.
So you didn't
They
think
did.
This man looks good.
Yeah, wait,
They
be
did have
right.
the right, and they did lose it, but I don't think
so
it
that's
was
the loss.
period. So
That's
Great.
possible,
It's
right?
perfectly justified. Because if you say, wait, if you say,
It's a legal
I've been
definition.
going for the ball.
Right, it's illegal.
Halfway done, and it's been non-stop action up until now. Where will they go from here? Would you look at that now? We have a corner kick. No time left on the clock almost. And a chance to win it. Throw in here.
Yeah, we lose rights of all the time. We gain rights of all the time.
And see what they do from here. Look at them just trying to build up the play forward. That was strong, but fair tackle nonetheless. But you can do this.
oh, how'd that be?
That was a great chance to pull him to the lead. Good space on the outside. Important stuff to keep them in it. Can they go on and win it from here? And they play it short. They might be onto something. And they find a teammate. Simple tackle, but it's over the touchline.
Legality chant is like a big
Good looking ball.
legal.
This looks good, and it's in.
What?
That's it. It's off the opponent, not for a throw-in. Simple shot, compared to simple save.
That's not true either.
It's not a blunder.
It is a blunder, yeah. So just taking that logic, right?
Am I seeing a little bit of time wasting here?
Yeah.
That's what good positioning will give you in return.
Another one.
Oh, that's a good chance.
Yeah, what's the deducted dollar?
You're bringing it all level now.
So, my basis is wrong.
Beautiful piece of defending right there. Dangerous ball.
At least in my...
And the whistle's gone and it's over. 2-1. What a game of just witness. What a nail-biter of a match.
Are you... How stupid is this guy? You think that's an argument that Brown is subjective?
Serendipity. Are you like he affirmed it. He affirmed it. So wait a minute. So you hold to subjectivist thesis being my morality is basically blunder.
Is it objectively true that all morals are subjective?
Yeah, this person thinks that every framework of morality perspectives of morality are subjective, right? Holy fuck, bro. You need to read a book.
Elmo's here? At least
I'm telling you that I have. Do you think that every framework of morality is subjective? Do you think that different cultures believe that homosexuality is right or wrong? Yes or no?
Yes.
Depends on the culture, but at the same time,
It doesn't follow that morality is subjective.
all species are subjective, troglodyte. Have you ever read Ayn Rand? How about Aristotle? Wait, you know what the funny thing is? That's such a philosophy or metaethics in general. Your perspective. That's not my perspective. That's just factual. That not. No, wait. What? There's a set morality. Just there's no set morality. I never said that. First of all, I never said that. I said that it's Leonard said that thesis is subjective. That's not it. Who said that? What's the argument for that? Go ahead, give me your premise. Go ahead. Who said that? As you read different perspectives on morality. What's the argument? You're making an assertion. This is embarrassing. It's recorded. I'm clipping this. What's the argument? Go ahead. I'm telling you that just because you read a book. You're telling me because you're telling me what's the argument? Let him talk. Give the argument. Every time I get a single sentence out of you, give the argument, Troglodyte. Go ahead. You are very. I'm not even insulting you, dude. Bro, give premise one. Stop embarrassing yourself before I post the list. Just saying. Just that there's going to be different results doesn't mean that's one of my many debate also. Go ahead and give me your. Just saying, I don't like you. You think that? Yeah, you don't like me because you're stupid. I get it. Yeah. So what's premise one? Why do you keep insulting me? Premise one. That's no waiting. Some coping. Excuse you. I just said it 3 times. It's pathetic. At least we can all hate serendipity now. What's the argument? Still waiting for. I said, give me the argument for Sprout. Serendipity, you can talk to me. He doesn't have an argument. So he doesn't have an argument because he conceded like the good boy he is. I said it 3 times, you faggot. Hey, idiot. Oh, nice. That's a report. Yeah. So again, still waiting for premise 2. Which premise 1 isn't even coherent, by the way. What's premise 2? Okay, serendipity. Let me hop in here. So, premise of what are you exactly trying to get the premise of? Yeah, I'm asking for the set of premises from the idiot below me that lead to the conclusion that all cases are subjective, which is obviously descriptively false. What an idiot. It doesn't have a valid inference either. He just did it right now. I'm going to post it. Yeah, he just did. Instead, that any sort of philosophical inference on anything that is based on morality is based on opinion. Based on morality. That is not even what you first said, and I'll be happy to post. So you said, right? That morality is all subjective, and you can whatever you want to do. That all metaphysical frameworks are subjective. So what's the argument? Sorry, we were in. He doesn't. To do. So we have to be respectful in this life where you can't talk. Okay. I don't believe that there is a subjective, any sort of objective reality, because there are individuals. Oh my god. I'm serendipity's crashing and we're recording live. Okay, cool. Okay, so.
I just stopped talking.
Sorry, I got a report for some reason, Kristen. I don't know why. I didn't probably serendipity for the report. Because he said the FAG. Yeah. Anyway, it said to remove Tristan for some reason. Anyway.
Hello, it's great to be with you. I'm Derek Ray, and what a spectacle this should be. 5 against 5, but quality performers all. And it's anyone's guess who'll claim victory. And off they go.
Whether it be the fucking comeback, whether it be a new sound, whether it be fucking ready for everything.
Starters, they take an early lead. 1-0 then. And they keep it moving. That's a good pass. A goal! Real excitement. A back and forth type of game. Now they're level. Underway again. And there is the goal. That means they forge ahead in this match. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Crucial interception amid impending danger. And in with a real chance. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. So back underway once more. Towards midfield. It's a weighted pass. And that'll be offside. So they get on with it.
Stop it.
Now danger could be looming.
I have a lot of videos.
Possession won back.
Sorry,
Trying to be progressive with the ball. Wonderful tackle. Well, they really had to be on their toes defensively, given the circumstances. And there we have it. We've reached the halfway mark. Every goalkeeper would expect to catch that one. Positive passing. And crossed in there. He's not testing the keeper at all with that cross. Just unable to keep hold of it. Nicely played. Well, the post
Stop. Stop doing that. Stop eating the thing. Like, stop.
So out for a throw-in. Oh, big
That's
chance.
good pass.
And the keeper gets in there. It'll be a corner.
Oh, it was a save.
How about the short corner?
That was an off-balance pass.
The timing was perfect. Ball one. Might be a chance here. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. And so underway again here. And the tackle was good. And the chance is on. It has to be. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment. That's good defending. Timed it well. Throwing here.
Get on.
No problems for the keeper. Opportunity. Oh, fearless. Oh, in with a chance. 10 seconds to go. Almost finished here. And that is a goal. Well, it reduces the deficit, if nothing else. Was an effective interception. And running in behind. And the defender touching it over the byline. Short corner taken. And the referee blows for full time.
Okay, I have a lot of videos to watch.
What you just said. You can